Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kikiing? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween Pride with your host, Jonny McGovern.
Hey Qween, come on and spill the tea. Hey Qween, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Qween, we're cutting up with Jonny. Hey, 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 Qween.
Hello. Well, hello, my pack of pride pirates, and welcome to another big, beautiful, bodacious episode of Hey Qween Pride. With me, your host, Jonny McGovern. Today's show is going to be chunky yet funky. We have a legendary queen in the house. She's known all over for her large and in-charge attitude. She's a RuPaul Season 4 girl, an All-Stars girl. Yes, All-Stars with a S, because she was on 2 seasons, 1 and 4. There's only one person it could be. I'm talking about Latrice Royale. Yeah. But before she stomps on out here with her baton, there's another queen I gotta tell you about. She's large and in charge as well. If you're large, she will charge. I'm talking about Miss Lady Red Couture.
Y'all are so silly.
Hey,
You
Queen.
and Teddy Margas. Hey, Queen.
Ooh, honey, you are blooming today.
You know, trying to do my little tribute, trying to make it,
Yes.
you know, nice and beautiful and gorgeous sauna.
Yes, gorgeous Sana. I like it. Now, if you've been watching Hey Qween Pride all season, you know that every week, Lady Red represents a person from our gay history who we think is extremely important. And today, tell them who you are representing, Lady Red.
Well, today I am representing Marsha P. Johnson.
Yeah. Ooh, with that flower crown and all, honey.
I don't know how she did it between the hair and the crown and the jewels. Yes, honey, this is a good look. I like that.
Yes. Now, if you don't know Miss Marsha P. Johnson, honey, she was a trans activist, a drag queen, and pioneer who is a key figure in the Stonewall riots of 1968 when the police raided the Stonewall Inn. She's often credited with throwing the first brick that was a catalyst for the LGBT community to push back against the cops and revolt. We might need to do that again soon. She became known as the mayor of Christopher Street and was the unofficial welcoming committee for the village. She said she got her drag surname from the restaurant, Howard Johnson's, and that the P stood for Pay It No Mind. She was a true gender nonconformist. She was a founding member of the Gay Liberation Front, and Johnson co-founded the gay and transvestite advocacy organization STAR, Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries. Oh, I love that name. Alongside close friend and legend Sylvia Rivera.
If a transvestite doesn't say, I'm gay, I'm proud, and I'm a transvestite, no one is gonna hop up and say, I'm gay, I'm proud, and I'm a transvestite for them.
Johnson modeled for Andy Warhol. She performed on stage with drag performance troupe Hot Peaches. And Miss Marsha P. became an activist, fighting for equality and rights for the LGBT community, no matter what the cause. Her voice and legacy live on, and for that, Marsha P. Johnson, we salute you. Yeah. For more queer legends, download our new podcast, Schooling the Children, where we explore people, music, movies, and pop culture that we feel are important for the next generation of LGBTQ plus people to enjoy and love as much as we do. Find it on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. She threw that first brick, sweetie.
Yes, she did.
We should have got you a purse for a brick purse.
A brick purse.
Well, along with the spirit of Marsha P. Johnson, we got a whole lot of spirit in the house because today, Latrice Royale is here. Back on Hey Qween where she belongs.
Yes, baby.
And we'll be with her right after this very gay break. We're back. There's only 2 words to describe this legend. Chunky yet funky. I guess that was 3 words. Honey, it's Latrice Royale. Yes. Hey, Qween.
Hey, Queen.
Sweetie, I am so happy to see you back right where you belong.
Oh, my God, it's been way too long.
I know.
Way too long.
And we almost matched
We
today.
do. I got the memo.
I love it.
Yes.
Lady Red, can you believe it? We finally got Latrice back.
Girl, finally!
Hey, gal.
What's going on, girl?
I miss you, gal.
Girl, you looking like brand new money, and I want to spend you.
Girl, you know I'm trying, honey. I'm trying.
Sweetie, you are non-stop rolling around the world.
This is true.
You are literally working the world.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Regardless of what tour you might be on.
Right. Hello. Let that be known.
Now, you've been doing a mix of different things. You've been doing Here's to Life, right?
Correct.
Which is you and a piano played by your husband.
Magic.
An intimate experience.
Yes.
And then you're doing some big shows.
Yes. Like Haters Roast. I've been on Haters Roast.
Right.
Which has really been a lot of fun. 'Cause those bitches are ratchet. And so, you know, it's good to like be in a good setting where we can throw shade. It's a safe place,
Yeah.
you know? And then, of course, Christmas time is always my favorite time because I get to twirl flags and all that and be really faggoty.
You know I love that.
And then, like, I just have all these, like, this is like club, like my last time to like really like get the clubs in because I'm trying to transition
Oh.
into a woman. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you're there.
But like, you know, when you get to a certain age, it's like, bitch, why are you still in this nightclub with these kids? You damn near 50.
Right. And you're
So-
like, it's tap,
It's
tap, tap, it's late.
So I'm about to tap out.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna see me. You catch me in the theaters, darling.
Yes, darling. It's so much more civilized.
Yeah, you know, it's a proper place for a queen.
Now, speaking of everywhere you go, there was one place you went, and it was shiny and bright and glamorous, and things didn't go exactly as you planned.
Where would you go?
It was time to start our engines and take ourselves directly to the starting line of All Stars 4.
The finishing line.
Now, I remember that you decided that you didn't want to do that. You declined All Stars 3.
Correct.
And then what was it that made you change your mind in that year when it was time to think about All Stars 4?
Well, I felt like, you know, I hadn't really connected with this younger generation, and that there was an opportunity to do that, and really just to go and have some fun and make some good TV with my sisters. Really, that's really ultimately what it is.
Because when else are you going to see them if you're not on tour with them, right?
If you're not on tour, bitch, like, let's do a gig together. So, you know, why not? And so that was what the goal was. And plus, I was like, you know, I really didn't have that much fun shooting All Stars 1.
Right.
But I had a blast on All Stars 4.
Yeah.
Now, what they did afterwards, that's not under my control.
Right.
But we had a blast.
While you were there.
While we were there.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea that what came out happened. I was like, oh, that happened like that?
Oh, well.
Oh. I wasn't in the editing room, clearly, bitch. 'cause that
Clearly.
is, yeah. Yeah.
You got to reunite with Manila as Latrilla.
Yes.
Now, did you guys kiki about it right before, or did you get to set and then they opened up some magic door and were like, you're back together, cuff them up?
We kiki before, because they were cooking up something and I didn't know what it was until the moment that it was happening. And they're like, well, you're going to be handcuffed together and you're not going to do the regular thing. We're going to do a special reveal. I was like, well, that don't sound like we're going to be in the promo.
And that's one of the most important things.
Right. Like, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, we ain't going to be in the promo. And so...
You got to get those glamour shots, right?
And no, and then they're like, no, we got a fun way of making it happen, so you guys will be in the promo. We're like, okay. So we did it, and it was cute.
It was cute.
It was cute.
Now, the whole thing, once you saw it on TV, like you were saying, the editing changed it. What do you think was the biggest difference from what you lived to what you saw?
Night and day, to the point where it was so bad. Let me tell you, it was so bad. I'm spilling it. I'm telling, because I don't give flying
Go on.
baby. It was so bad to the point where I hadn't even seen we're gonna talk about the episode I got eliminated first.
Okay.
First of all, I hadn't seen the episode, but I gotta do interviews based on this episode.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what people have seen.
Right.
So I get on the phone with these interviewers and this press, and they're just like, so what made you feel like that you were better than you were? And da-da-da. I was like,
Oh,
what?
snap.
What are you talking about? I had no clue. So my answers were based on a memory from 8 months ago
Right.
that I remember happening. So my answers and reply was based on a situation that never even aired.
Uh-huh. Which was what? Can you clear it?
Sure. There was a whole segment about me saying how, well, the part that they did show was me saying that I felt like Monique was being disingenuous.
Right.
Let me explain why.
Okay.
There was a whole scene where we had our like begging for our lives moment, that we'll talk, where she was at the mirror getting ready for her lip sync for her legacy. And that's where I was doing the most of our conversating.
Mm-hmm.
And she was preoccupied getting her face done, whatever. And so that's why I felt like she wasn't paying attention and was disingenuous, just kind of like talking at me, but through the mirror, like that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
You never saw that.
Right.
Cut to them telling us, okay, can you ladies come over here? We just need to get a clean shot of da-da-da-da. So we go over there and have another little moment, and that's what they showed.
Uh-huh.
So
there's one twist already, where it taking piece from somewhere else and putting it where it goes. Now we all know that you've
I
been
know.
there.
And as soon as it happened, I was like, they got me, gal.
Exactly.
Oh, they got me, gal. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But
frustrating.
It's okay. You know, it's frustrating, but like, you could tell it didn't match and line up because when I came back, whatever, we did a lip sync for our lives or whatever, and we both were saved. And I was genuinely happy that she was saved because, bitch, we gave them a show. And that's exactly what we
turned
said.
it
We said,
out.
girl, let's go and do the show. You ready to go on the road with this? And we like keyed about the things y'all will never know. Just know.
That you can hear them on Hey Qween.
Girl, you can hear it on Hey Qween because I'm shouting from the rooftops, honey.
Let's talk about that lip sync for your life.
Ha.
That was one of the I think the greatest moment of that whole series. It was so exciting, so fun. What were you feeling when you came back, and what were you feeling when you were about to get in there? Because that was a gag for all of y'all that it was like everyone was gonna lip sync.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that, like, you know, let's be real. We produce the show as much as the producers produce the show. We've been doing this. This is why it's All Stars.
Right, you're professionals.
Professionals. So we get hired to make good TV. So my first thought was like, you know, I know they want me to pick Monique. You know, like that's the whole big build of it.
Right.
I thought I should fuck them up and pick Naomi. Then what? What you gonna do? So I was a team player. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know how this shit works.
You are a team player with them.
I'm a team player. So
Yeah.
I played the game and we did what they wanted to do and it went the way they wanted to happen. So.
Hey Queens, thanks for watching. For part 2 of this interview, click here. For more Hey Qween fabulousness, click here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.